Here's my review of Orphan First Kill. It's not as good as the original Orphan in my opinion, and this is a prequel movie. And I think what made the original better is I think the family dynamic between that family and Esther was just more entertaining. But for this movie, as a prequel, it was really fun. It kind of felt unnecessary to have a prequel to a movie that came out like 11 years ago, but it was really fun. But in this movie, similar to the original, Esther escapes from a psychiatric facility in Russia and impersonates the daughter of a wealthy family. And this is a really fun horror movie, but it is kind of silly like the original. There is some like gory action, which you would want from a horror movie. And like the original, if you don't know the premise, like you find out that she's actually like a 30-year-old woman and she just looks like a little girl. So in this movie, you kind of get some scenes of that. And kind of like the original, there's like really creepy scenes where like you find out how in the original, like spoilers if you haven't seen it, obviously you should have watched it. But you find out that she's actually a 30-year-old woman. And so in this movie, you see that she actually like kind of starts like falling for the dad. And obviously the dad's like super creeped out. So there's stuff like that. But just like the original, like the mom is the only one who thinks that there's something going on. And like it feels like all the other members of the family are incompetent. And that just seems so stupid because there's so many red flags with her. And there's just things that you should have noticed. But I also completely forgot a major plot point that that this Esther is actually not the real Esther who they thought that they were getting, who was their actual daughter of this family. And then they find out it was like this crazy orphan girl. And so that was a major twist in here. But then at the end of this movie, we see how she's being like put in an adoption center, and which leads into the events of the original, where but basically how this movie ends is Esther in this movie, she kills Anna, she kills everyone in the family, and then she starts researching families in America who she can go to live with. Because I forgot to mention, this movie's not set in America, but so she starts researching them, which leads her into the events of the original movie. And you find out that basically like the orphan, she impersonates the original Esther from who's supposed to be the person that they're adopting in the first movie. But so it's kind of a big twist ending like that. But it's a really fun horror movie. It's pretty silly with the concept, but it's really fun. And yeah, that's about it.